This is the start of my TTC journey, and I wanted to document it because I know there are a lot of people out there that are in the same boat. Okay, so I'm 24 now, and there's some big changes happening in life. So let me just start from the beginning. So I've been on birth control, or I was on birth control for 10 years. I started at 14 and up until I was 24, and then I got off this end of June of 2021. And I decided that because I wanted to try to have a baby with Kyle, and Kyle be my boyfriend. We've been together for 7 years, and I just wanted to start at this age because my mom had a lot of trouble getting pregnant with both me and my sister. It took her 3 years to get pregnant with me, 7 years to get pregnant with my sister. And so I just wanted to start as early as possible in order to give myself a better chance at it. And I have always wanted to be a mom and always wanted to have kids, and I feel like it's in me to be a mom. So this past June we decided that I would get off of birth control, and I was really nervous about it, but then I started seeing some great changes within like that month. I was feeling amazing, feeling so good. My emotions felt good. I wasn't like bloating as much as usual, and I was a little nervous. So the month of July we were protected, you know. We were gonna go to Vegas the first week of August for our 7-year anniversary. We decided that that's when we would start trying to have a baby. The week after, I decided, like in the middle of the week randomly, I was like, I want to get some prenatal pills and I want to get an ovulation kit so I can actually track my ovulation to see like when the time is right to try to conceive a baby, you know? So I started tracking it on Thursday the 12th. The first day I tracked it, I had the biggest 2 dark lines, which means it's an LH surge, which means like you're either like ovulating or right in the phase of ovulation. So immediately we're like, oh my god, this is like fate, like this is amazing. So I started tracking everything. I have my little strips here. Saturday and Sunday I started feeling weird and like off, and I was like, this is way too early, maybe I'm starting my period, because I did miss a month of my period when I got off the pill, but I figure that's just my body getting used to things because it's been 10 years of me being on the pill and having a regulated period. I just didn't want that in my body anymore. So Sunday, I literally had a heartburn from 9 a.m. to like the time I went to sleep. Didn't know why. And then I started feeling like weird cramps that like felt like period cramps, but like different. And then Monday I was feeling so nauseous, so hot, and I literally didn't know what was going on. And then Monday, like I said, I literally was just wanting to sleep all day. I was feeling nauseous. I literally woke up during a nap and had to run to go find a paper bag because I thought I was gonna throw up. I was like sweating a lot and my body was in so much pain, like laying down, any position. And I was like, this is weird. I don't know what's going on. Oh, but I didn't even say, so on Sunday when I had heartburn, I was hanging out with my parents, and my mom was like, oh, you have heartburn? Like, I had heartburn the whole time. Like, I was pregnant with you. Like, are you pregnant? And I was like, no, I don't think so. Because in my head, like, that's too early, because I literally ovulated, like, you know, a few days before. So then Tuesday, I started still feel like I wasn't sleeping good anymore. I was in so much pain in any position that I sat. Like, anytime, my back was in so much pain. My, like, pelvis area was in so much pain. I didn't know what was happening. And I was like, it has to be my period. And then I started to notice like blue veins popping up on my hips and like around my pelvis area, which had never been there before. And I know I wasn't exaggerating things because I've seen past pictures of myself and I didn't have that kind of stuff. And even Kyle was like, that was never there before. So of course I started getting my hopes up a little, and I'm on the Flow app and I'm reading all the forums and I'm getting everything in my head. So I'm like psyching myself up. And I also had a gyno appointment this Wednesday, like a couple days later, just for my regular checkup. So then Kyle was like, maybe you should take a test, and I was like, this is way too early, I'm not gonna do that yet. I went to my appointment and I told my doctor like, oh, I got off the pill and I've been experiencing all these symptoms, and she was like, you kind of sound pregnant. She does her thing and she literally can feel which ovary I ovulated from, and she literally told me as she was, you know, doing the exam, like, oh yeah, I believe that you're pregnant. And she like talked to me like I could be due in April, and was like, what would your birth plan be? Like, what would you want to do? And like, so she really hyped me up, and she hugged me and was like, let's get you a blood test. And she was like, I'm so excited, like I'll call you tonight. And so of course, what do I do after that? I go and buy some pregnancy tests, which I was not wanting to do because I just wanted to wait to buy pregnancy tests just till I got my period, or until it didn't come, because technically I'm due for my period in like 10 days. That's what the app says. But I got the pregnancy tests. I came home, cried to Kyle because I was like, my doctor thinks I'm pregnant. Like, I can't even believe this. I take the pregnancy tests. I took 2, and they were negative. This one literally went away, but it said not pregnant. Same with the first response, not pregnant. So I definitely felt bad, but I was like, you know what? Like, it could be so early. We did the blood tests. Who knows? When your doctor says like, oh yeah, I think you're pregnant, and like says you could have a due date, and like feels everything, and like it really gets your hopes up. So then this morning I was at work and I get a call from the doctor's office, and I didn't want to call them until afterwards because I was too nervous. Kyle wanted me to take a pregnancy test this morning before I got the call, but I just didn't want to do that. So after work I go and park in a parking lot and get the call, and the nurse that I was talking to literally said that my doctor was so surprised that I wasn't pregnant. Like, I didn't want to get my hopes up about it, but when your doctor says that, and when you're having all these symptoms and you're reading all these things, like, you start to believe it. And I was really excited, and I'm so ready to have a baby, and it was definitely hard to hear. And I sat there and I cried for a little bit, and then I came home and I cried to Kyle, and we talked about everything. And what the nurse said, that they wanted to put me on a medication to give me a period, which I talked to Kyle about it. We were both like, I've only missed 1 month of my period, and they're already wanting to put me on medication. Like, I literally just got off the pill. I'm trying to not have anything in my body. Like, I don't take ibuprofen, I don't take Advil, I literally only take prenatals. I don't take anything because I don't want anything in my body. I was really trying to detox everything out of my system, just do everything naturally. And they were already wanting me to get on medication for 10 days straight, and I was just like, I don't know about that. Today's been a hard day. I've cried a lot, and I'm trying not to get down just because I know so many women like try for years to have a baby, or try for months to have a baby, and like, this is literally my first month of trying. But like, for your doctor to say, oh yeah, I think you're pregnant, and then like to get it taken away, it's definitely hard. So this is the start of my, what do they call it, TTC journey, and I wanted to document it because I know there are a lot of people out there that are in the same boat and maybe starting out, I don't know. And also I just need someone to talk to about this because I talk a lot I literally can't talk. I talk about all of this stuff with Kyle a lot, but I also don't want it to be the only thing I talk about with him, just because like, I feel like once you're in like baby mode and like wanting to have a baby, it's the only thing that you're thinking about. Like, at least for me, that's how I feel. So that's what's happening. I'm gonna start doing the ovulation test again just because my period's irregular, so I don't really know when I'm ovulating. But yeah, so I just want to start documenting this just because I know one day I'll look back at this and be like, man, I remember what I went through, or I remember trying, and now I have a baby. So I know it'll end up being positive in the long run, but you know, it's just hard when you get that first negative, and I can't even imagine how other people feel when they've had many negatives. But I just wanted to start documenting this. I'm just gonna keep updating everything and see how things go. Hopefully I can get pregnant in the next couple months, because I would love to have a baby by 25. I know some people are gonna be like, you're so young, but like I said, it took my mom a long time to get pregnant, and I want to start early. And if that means that I'm having a baby in the next year, like, I'm fine with that, because I'm ready, and you know, I'm ready for it. So I just wanted to start this, but I'm hopeful. I'm trying not to get down about it. Thanks for listening. If you're listening, if you're still here, I am with you if you are also on a journey to have a baby. And if you're struggling, or if you're not struggling, if you just found out you're pregnant, that's amazing. Like, I wish you the best. Thank you for watching, and I'll update you in the next video.